Welcome back to the Twickenham Stoop for the Quins Cup. We are on under-18 girls now. It's been a full week of action here at the home of Harlequins, and it concludes with this fantastic Guildfordians against Farnham game in the under-18 girls competition. Now, this is a sort of showcase game. The final was actually last week, Old Rygations up against Guildfordians, but unfortunately, Old Rygations have got some A-level revision or something like that. Turns out people take their academics seriously. What's going on there? No one told me about that in my day. But that does mean it's really good news for Farnham, who finished third overall in the competition, but they get to make the trip today to the Stoop to take on Guildfordians. So it should be a cracking game. These two have had some really strong runs. Farnham went all the way and won the National Cup in the Southwest Region tournament, beating Dings Crusaders. Guildfordians have gone all the way to the National Cup final. So we've got two absolutely brilliant teams lining up tonight, and two very local teams to the Surrey area and Harlequins as well. They're going to be out on the field in a couple of moments' time. Both sides have already been in action with different age groups over the course of this week. Farnham lost a really tight under-16 boys final to Wallingham, 15-14. Meanwhile, Guildfordians under-16 girls were in a sort of barbarians fixture. They were 50% them, 50% Streatham and Croydon against a 50% Wimbledon, 50% Old Ruts team. Guildfordians side came out on the top end on that one, so they arrive with a little bit of confidence as a club overall. And a little bit of a snippet for you, which is that in that Farnham game earlier in the week, Natalie Gregory, who is on the bench for Guildfordians, the reason she's on the bench is because she was refereeing that game at the start of the week. The YMO programme has been a big part of this Surrey Cup thing. 18 officials have been in play over the course of the entire week, and all 18 have been YMOs. And today's Andrea Tofter, Molly Williams and Ed Reed, all young match officials. So it's a really important part. And Farnham Rugby Club have been doing huge things on that front. They've got over 40 of their young players have been on that YMO course. So do go and check it out. It's been great work that's been done by Magnus McHugh and King on that front. Guildfordians, though, they also have got some really talented players in their lineup. We've got two England internationals, Ruby Winstanley, who was absolutely outstanding for England in the under-18 Six Nations, and Amy Henwood, who got aged out of that Six Nations competition, but she did get to play against Ireland in one of the warm-up fixtures. They've also got a further six Harlequins players in their ranks. So Guildfordians are a really strong outfit. But look out as well for Izzy Kingham on the Farnham side, who is another Harlequins player. So there's a lot of local rivalries, a lot of knowledge about each other all on the field, plenty to look out for, and some superstar players that we're going to be keeping an eye on. And as you can see behind us, you can just see that Quins Cup just lurking behind that DHL flag. Quins Cup lifted last night in an absolute epic that I'm sure many of you caught, as Rosslyn Park and Wimbledon drew 22 points apiece. An absolute epic. Rosslyn Park were 19-0 up at the break. Wimbledon came all the way back to 19-all, landed a late penalty to go 22-19 in front, only for Rosslyn Park to land a penalty with the final play of the game, and that meant that they won that Colts Cup in the Quins Cup as a result of scoring first. How tight can you get? Will we see something like that tonight? Who knows? What we do know is that it's going to be an absolutely cracking game. We can see a couple of coaches starting to emerge out from inside the tunnel. No players as yet, but as soon as those players do emerge, we're going to be running through those team sheets for you as well, because we have got, as I say, some absolutely fantastic players. One really important bit of news, though, is that tonight's a bit of a special night for Guildfordians. In a sad way, their under-16 coach, Craig Hunter, died 10 days ago suddenly of a heart attack. Jason Hillier, the under-18s coach, and Craig's best mate, had to step in on Tuesday night to coach the under-16s, which included Craig's daughter, Nell. So thoughts are with their family tonight, but also I think the Guildfordian players have been really leaning on that and talking about that, and wanting to make sure that everyone knows all about that. So we're going to be certainly thinking about Craig over the course of this evening. Now the players are just about ready to come out, so we're going to go and focus on them. And in the meantime, I am going to focus on telling you exactly who they all are, because I'll tell you what, as the game goes on, that could get tricky because we've got a few numbers on legs rather than on the back of shirts tonight. So we'll see how that goes. Oh, floodlights have just gone out on us. Let's hope they come back, eh? Otherwise we could be delayed on kickoff. Right, I am going to head over to the far side to go and get in commentary position while I bring you the team sheets. We've got players who are looking as though they are thinking of making their way out. I can see a couple of them lurking in the corner there. And so we will start to bring you those team sheets. And we'll begin with the Guildfordians side. Guildfordians, who are captained by their open side and Harlequins player. By the way, she is an under 17, not an under 18, so real leadership quality from Sophie Watson, the open side and captain for Guildfordians. It's an all-star back row that she's in as well. Freya Sharp and Scarlett King either side of her. Second row for Guildfordians, Georgina Kendall and Emily Anderson. Georgina Kendall, by the way, he played in the under 16 final last year. Front row is Kayla Joubert and Madeline Marsh, and the vice-captain, Iona Hancock, who will be wearing the 8 shirt but is playing a tight head to start off with. An absolute star for Harlequins, and look out, she may end up taking over kicking GTs at some point. An unusual sight, but apparently she is a very talented kicker. Backline is Grace Faulkner at 9, who steps in with Natalie Gregory getting restricted minutes after her efforts on Tuesday night. Fly half, Clara Stevens, another one of the Quins contingent. And then the centres, Lucy Hart and Jess Hillier, the daughter of the coach, Jason Hillier, who's the vice-captain of the side, a Surrey under-18s player, and another of those that played in that under-16s final. And in the back three, Paige Thomas, Georgina Inwood and Grace Greenwood. On the bench for Guildfordians, Evie Bennett, Julia Bidas, Freya Corbyn, the outstanding England pair, Ruby Winstanley and Amy Henwood, as well as Natalie Gregory and Kira Day. Farnham, meanwhile, are led by Tegan Larvin, the fly half, who has an amazing story behind her. She's got a rugby scholarship to the USA next year. Absolutely fantastic, really exciting for her. And alongside her in the halfbacks, Phoebe Foskett, who is the daughter of Sam Foskett, the team manager and head coach for the Farnham side. In the centres, Emily Veets and Evie Flew. And in the back three, Freya Clifford, Honor Brown and Hattie Stockham. Up front, Izzy Kingham, Lucy Harris and Chelsea Reid. Look out for Chelsea Reid, a very good scrummager. And in the second row, Ellie Hales and Joss Barrett. The back row made up of Emily Rigby, Eva Presley and the superb Isabella Noon-Smith. On the bench, meanwhile, for Farnham, Summer Beach, Ella Barker, Abby Lawrence, Maisha Chiwera, Izzy Cuervo-Moraga and Mimi MacArthur, the top try scorer this season for Farnham. And as you can see, the players are out on the field. We are just moments away from kickoff in this under-18 girls Quins Cup Showcase final. Teams out on the field. Quick pre-match photo underneath the posts, obligatory of course in games such as this. Well, in fact, I say teams out. Farnham are out. We await Guildfordians. They were actually in the tunnel first, but they've popped back in. Hopefully they'll be back with us any moment now. Well, I say, hopefully they'll be back with us any moment now. Hopefully Farnham will be back with us any moment now as well. They've gone back inside. Well, I thought we were but moments away from kickoff. In fact, we're 3 minutes past kickoff. But Well, we've had teams on the field, they've gone home. Well, it was a good game, everyone. We'll see you next year. Oh, I'm sure they're coming back. Surely. I feel confident someone would tell me if they weren't. Meantime, what that does give us time to do is to just talk about these two teams and what they've been up to. Obviously, we spoke about Craig Hunter earlier on. Tragic circumstances. Thoughts very much with his family. 7 Guildfordians played under him in the 2023 Under-16 final here at the Stoop. A really narrow loss to Old Regations. It was a final play try for Old Regations that denied Guildfordians in that one. So those 7 players that were part of that team will be hoping to right the wrongs of that one out here on the field of the Stoop tonight. Farnham, meanwhile, they've undergone an absolute transformation on their girls' age grade rugby side. In 2017, they had just 10 age grade female rugby players. Now they have over 150, the most in England, just ahead of Old Regations. Absolutely incredible transformation. They've done fantastic work in that area. The under-12s run by Chris Taylor have moved from 8 to 25 players. The under-14s with Martin Dawson at the helm, and the 16s with Gareth Parry at the helm. Both have squads of over 40 players. It's been an absolutely brilliant transformation in the work they've done and the growth in the women's and girls game. Now then, we can see players in the tunnel again. We've had the taster session. Now for the main event. Sophie Watson, Tegan Larvin preparing to lead their sides out. The shot there right in the inner sanctum. Breeze there, Andrea Sofa on her way out with the young match officials behind running the touch. Molly Williams immediately behind, and Ed Reed at the back there. They're out on the field, and now come the two teams. Guildfordians in their green and purple. Farnham in their black and white hoops for the final game of this Quins Cup final series. And I've just noticed the stadium lights. I thought they'd gone off on me when I was down there pitch side, but in fact they were just setting up for a bit of a light show to begin the evening's proceedings. How about that? Final bits of prep underway. Hit a few tackle bags, get those shoulders warmed up. We are a little bit behind the scheduled kickoff time. That might well be because both sides were delayed on the M3 coming in. There was an accident just at the junction leading onto the M25, so both got a little held up by that. That may be why we've just had kickoff slide back by a few minutes. On the plus side, it gave me plenty of time to get from pitch side to my commentary position. Had to go the long way around because my legs aren't long enough to get over the advertising hoarding. One of many reasons why I'm not out there on the field in any of these games. Not there, Guildfordians getting ready to run out. Final few words. Ruby Winstanley there, just giving some of her expertise. Sophie Watson, the skipper, leading the cry. And apologies in advance to friends and family watching if we get a couple of names of the Guildfordians wrong. As you'll notice as the game goes on, not too many numbers on the back of shirts. We've done our best to work out what boots everyone's wearing and such like, and a few of the girls have even sharpied their numbers on their legs in an attempt to help us out. So hopefully we'll bring you that as best as possible. I'll certainly do my very best, and do feel free to get in touch on Instagram, Twitter, etc. at NextGenXV, at NextGen15, and let me know if I'm missing anyone. I'm only too happy to be corrected. We want to make sure everyone gets their shout out. It's Guildfordians that have the first possession of the game after the Farnham kickoff. And to play through the phases in the midfield here. What a flat line. Farnham off their feet, so it'll be a Guildfordians penalty. And a Hancock there, the vice captain for Guildfordians, just getting to her feet. Familiar territory for her. Look at that. Hop.
No way.
Big tackle comes in.
Hands out.
From Farnham on Watson.
Wait.
Hart just passes that one on, and it's a good carry outside of her.
Wait.
Farnham tackling is strong so far. Watson again with the carry. Already we're seeing the work rate of the open side and captain. This Guildfordian side, as I mentioned earlier, an under 17, and yet handed the captaincy reins. Just shows you quality of player and indeed leadership.
Wait.
Huge cry goes out. Now.
She's away.
And Guildfordians. Watson on the carry again. Third time in about a minute. That one nearly intercepted though. Ball just bounces. Could be a turnover for Farnham, and is. This is their first time to get their hands on the ball. What can they do with it? They look to the right-hand side. They could have some numbers. Instead, they stab the kick through, and that's an intelligent little kick. It'll just beat everyone into touch.
Thank you, Molly.
But Farnham looking threatening on the counter.
Line, please. I'm in the middle. Six. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, hold that gap on this line, please.
Madeline Marsh, one of the youngest Guildfordians team, throws into the line out and does a great job of it. Now they just go bursting down the blind side, finding a bit of space out and beyond the 22.
Tackle and move, penalty advantage.
Well, that's one way to exit.
Penalty advantage.
Fantastic break from Guildfordians, and the penalty to boot.
Yeah, it's all good.
They will be very, very happy with that.
Watch the roll, please, ladies.
And Clara Stevens will pump this towards the corner as far as she can. That's an outstanding kick from that angle, it has to be said, almost up to the 10-metre line.
Thanks, Molly.
Really good from Stevens.
I'm on the mark, thanks, ladies.
Worthing College pupil.
How many? Thank you.
Another good line out.
Backwards.
Ball just slips between the legs of the scrum half. But now they find a bit of space, Guildfordians, dominating the early possession and up to the halfway line. Can they get into the Farnham half for the first time? Watson carries again. This time she gets the pass away. Farnham defence is outstanding though. They are working so hard.
Hands out! Watch your timing. Watch your timing. Back 10.
And they get the penalty as well.
Look,
They go
10
quickly.
advantage.
Expect to see a lot of that tonight. Those of you unfamiliar with the girls' age grade game may not know that it's a real feature
I don't need
of
to
the
hear
age grade girls
I'm
game is
calling
this
it. Thank you. Back 10 from here.
fast-paced running
10,
game.
not 10. On the touch, judges, please, on the ARs. Thanks, ladies.
Farnham.
Off a leg, play on. Scrum
Just lose the
advantage.
ball there, but it was knocked on by Guildfordians, so Farnham still have it.
No hands, red. Still scrum advantage. Short, let go, Guildford. Yep.
Try for Farnham.
You two that I want to look out for. Anything from you two you want me to look
Had
out
almost
for?
no possession. But it's they that score first.
Good score. Thanks, Molly. Thanks, Ed. Oh, it's all right. Okay, I'll keep an eye out on that. Thank you. Feel free if they're near you just to communicate that in yourself as well to them. Thank you.
Love and the skipper lines up the conversion. It's a good strike. It may not quite have the distance. It was bang on target, but just not quite long enough. But it's Farnham that have the lead, 5-0.
Good, thank you.
It was sharp work around the fringe from the scrum half, Phoebe Foskett.
When you're ready. Penalty advantage. Still penalty advantage for the high tackle. Can you remember the mark for me, please, Molly? Still penalty advantage. Taken in. Nothing coming. Where are we, Molly? Thank you. High tackle, watch that, please. In here about, wasn't it?
High tackle from Guildfordians, so Farnham
Thanks,
have the
Molly.
penalty. And a defensive effort in this opening 6 or 7 minutes
Watch
has
the
just
height
been
of the tackles,
superb.
please, girls.
It's what's helped them to get to this position where they lead 5-0. And this penalty ought to provide them with a good exit up to the halfway line, and does.
Thank you. I'm on middle. Thanks, ladies. Thanks. Hang on a minute. Wait. You've called 5. Are you doing 5 or 6? Thank you. Scrum advantage. No hands, right. Still scrum advantage. Advantage over.
Kick half charge down. Farnham trying to find a bit of space down the left-hand side, and doing so. Great pace, and the ball inside. Stays with them. Beats has it. create some more.
Wait. From the back, please, Red. Back it up.
Larvin stabs it in behind. It's a foot race after it. Guildfordians might win it, but it's snaffled by Farnham. They just shoved the ball back. Could they get a second here? Just a metre short of the try line. But a penalty.
Isolated player on the
holding on the floor.
Formed.
And it's that superb
10,
work
please.
on the floor from the skipper once again, Sophie Watson.
Just watch both sides.
Oh, she saved her
Your arrival
side there. They were
breakdown,
under all
please,
sorts
both
of
sides.
pressure from the Larvin kick through.
Ed, if you are calling anything in, can you just slow it down a bit? It's quite fast and muffled. If you're calling anything in, just slow it down so I can actually hear you. Thanks. Thanks, mate. Do you want to step across? Thank you. Thanks, Ed. Hold that gap. Play on.
Line out one by Farnham. Oh, huge tackle comes in.
Get out of there, please, Red. She's tried. Play
Farnham
on.
managed to keep control of possession. Chip it out to this left-hand side and threatening.
Tackle her away.
Freya Clifford, I think it is, on this side. Gordon's pupil.
Watch that hit, please, 8. It's all right. Tackle her away.
Semi-late one comes in from Hancock.
What? Step it
That's
back.
excellent. Right on the edge. Another kick in behind from Larvin. Once again, it's provided all sorts of problems in the backfield there. Really is slippy out there. We had an absolute downpour about an hour before kickoff, and although the pitch is in pristine condition, it is really, really wet and slippy out there.
Put down by Guildford. Is that what you've seen?
Yes, it was backwards by White.
Okay. Restart.
Yes,
Perfect. Goal line dropout, please, ladies. We've played that, sorry.
I think it's going to be a goal line dropout. Looks that way. Clara Stevens has the ball in hand.
Play on.
Charge down. Watson's there. Once again, saving the day.
Tackle
Oh boy,
her
how
move.
important
Penalty
has she been?
advantage. Wait, number 5 and captain. Can I just have the captain a sec?
It's another penalty.
No, it's all right, it's all right. Okay, yeah.
Guildfordians.
It's not a problem. I just do need your players to roll away, yeah? Okay, so if you hear me shout, just make sure you try and get out of there. Yeah, it's all right. Okay, hold that 10, please.
We'll
On
get
your AR,
restarted
please,
here
ladies, on your AR.
with that penalty to Guildfordians.
Thank you.
And apologies, I'm told that some of you may not have been
Back
receiving the
round,
feed
please,
earlier on. Hopefully
Not
it's
done.
working for you now. For those of you that missed
Knock-on
anything,
advantage to
I do
White.
apologise. Just to let you know what's the state of the game. Guildfordians have had much of the possession in the opening 5, 6, 7 minutes. But Farnham, in their first
In
real
touch
attack
and
of the
throw
game,
forward
scored a
first, by the
try
way,
through their
then
scrum
come back
half,
for the
Phoebe
knock-on
Foskett,
advantage for White.
the daughter of
There's
Sam
no advantage
Foskett,
there.
the coach of the side. Just a
About
little
here, Ed?
sniper around the fringe
Thank you.
from a few inches out. And since
waited
then,
14
the
minutes for it,
confidence
ladies.
that's
First
surged
one.
through Farnham has been
Here's the mark.
absolutely mesmerising to watch. And Tegan Larvin,
Okay, you know the drill. On
the
me, please.
skipper,
Don't anticipate
who's off on a
it.
rugby scholarship
Straight,
to the
square
USA,
and steady.
go to university in September, has just been playing such a cool game from fly half. 3 or 4 times she's put the
Fine.
ball in behind the defence. And Sophie Watson, the Guildfordian skipper has been working unbelievably hard to mop up loose ball. She's saved her side on a couple of occasions. There she is, making a massive tackle into touch there.
Thank you.
But at the moment, having been without the ball for a long period, it's been Farnham ever since they scored that try that really have been looking the more confident of the two sides.
It's knock-on advantage to Guildford. Advantage over.
Kick downfield, but it's into the hands of Stockham in the backfield, but she's met by another excellent tackle.
Rock, you're fine, you've moved. Leave her, leave her.
Oh, and that's another outstanding tackle. But once again, Farnham managed to get their hands on the ball, and there's a bit of broken field here. Can they do something with it? No. Sophie Watson's there. And I think that may be a tale of the game, this, from these opening exchanges.
You happy that was backwards, Ed?
If Sophie Watson is there, the door will be shut on you.
Thanks, Ed. Guildfordian's ball, thank you. Great play from both teams, girls. Really good. Yeah, of course you can. Just hold it a second.
Line out to Guildfordians. Their line out's been working really well so far. Madeline Marsh, 16-year-old.
Ready, ladies?
Been throwing some excellent darts. I hope I've not sent the commentator's curse on her. No, that one goes to hand, and she collects again as well. Wraps around the corner.
Wait on now!
Thumped forward by Stevens. Finds the open field. Does that come off the hand or the knee? I think it came off the knee. Referee's happy to play on. And play on Farnham will. Trying to break out from the backfield.
Back it up!
Try and score a Foskett. Moves that one away from the breakdown. And then Kingham, the Harlequins' centre of excellence player, carries forward, and then it's another kick in behind from Larvin. How many times will we say that this evening? It's a bit of sideways running in the backfield from Greenwood as she looks to go around the outside. Now she begins to straighten, gets the pass away. Support is there. And Guildfordians go round the corner. They look to get the offload away. Is that offside? It is, I think.
You were in front of where the ruck was set. No, it's fine.
Offside line had been created. A breakdown had been set up.
Before the ruck.
And that'll give Clara Stevens, Harlequins and Worthington. Harlequins and Worthing College. Chance to clear her line. She does so just beyond the 10-metre line.
Okay, what number? Hang on a sec. We've got a change coming. Do you know which one you're taking off?
A couple of changes being made.
Oh, they've already done it. You've made a
pause while
made a change for them. Okay.
Come to
Mark's
fruition.
Here.
Fewer changes than in last night's Colts final, one suspects. Massive squads for that one. Wimbledon, I think, had 26 players. Rosslyn Park had 29. Slightly more conventional, 22 and 21 in tonight's squads. Another tackle from Sophie Watson. I reckon she's close to double figures already. And we're only 18 minutes in.
Back it up.
Farnham really are looking good at the moment and playing with advantage. Foskett wants to go quickly. But instead, they slow it down, but they will still tap. and then feed the forwards off the left shoulder, and it's
Tackle
Kingham
move.
that goes for it. Dislocated
She's
her
on.
kneecap back in October. Horrible,
Scrum
horrible injury,
advantage.
but she was back in January.
Nothing coming, knocked on there.
Remarkable turnaround.
Just
It
at the
was a really
breakdown,
nasty injury.
watch if you roll over onto the ball and you don't move, you're going to be liable to punches, so just watch which way you're rolling, yeah? Scrum. Just a knock on there. Here's the mark.
Lost forward there, so
Sorry.
another
No,
scrummage.
on this side. Right, scrums over there, there's a massive gap on this side last time, so you might just want to bring it in a little bit. Thank you. Crouch!
It's a big, big blindside here
Number 8, please.
on
Bring it up.
Scarlet King's side.
Make sure you go in with them, yeah? Okay, let's go again.
Tight enough. Kaylee, you're not tight enough.
Crouch!
Scrum's almost
Bind!
centre field, and Guildfordians
Set!
just trying to keep the Farnham defence guessing with the way that
Up.
they've set up
That's
for
my
this
fault.
one.
I probably blowed it in too early, okay? Let's have you tighter front 5, please. You all right? Say again.
Scrum's gone down though.
Are you?
Kyla Joubert, I think, is
Are they,
recovering.
hang on a minute. Are they doing it now?
Another Worthing College
She's
pupil. It's
hurt
her
a knee, I think.
birthday next week, actually. She's having to go off for an injury, but many happy
She
returns
wants to
to her
get
for
a knee
next
checked
week.
out. Do you mind just communicating that if you can? Sorry.
Quite a few birthdays upcoming, actually.
Here's Mark.
Emily Veets from Farnham
Okay,
inside
let's have you
centre.
tighter this time, please.
It's her birthday this Saturday. Certainly wish her a happy birthday.
Crouch! Bind! Set!
Scrum sets up, but it goes to Farnham. There is Veets. They're turning 18, I believe.
Back feet!
Farnham content just to keep moving the ball.
Play
That
on!
one just been lost forward. No referee's happy it went backwards. They really do want to keep it alive and keep it moving. That's a big carry, that.
Tackle and move! Leave it, leave it!
It's Chelsea Reid, Portmore School pupil. Just 16, but carrying big.
No hands!
Musket moves it out to Larvin, and Larvin puts boot to ball.
Backwards!
It's a tricky one there for Paige Thomas to deal with, but she does eventually, and then the ball is just
No
loose but
advantage
lost
for the
forward
knock-on.
by Farnham, so it'll be a Guildfordian scrum.
Yeah.
Now, I believe
Yeah, sorry, she just wanted to come up because she's hurt her knee. Sorry, I was trying to
the
communicate
loss of
that across you.
Joubert means an
It's a
introduction
scrum
of
in
Ruby
field 5 on the
Winstanley,
restart. Where was
England's
it? It's
star
right, wasn't it?
in the recent Under-18
Sorry, my
Six
fault.
Nations.
I've got a memory like a goldfish. Here's
Made our
Mark.
team of the round. In fact, she may even have made our team of the tournament at tight head.
Okay, just wait a sec, just wait a sec.
So she's
Just
coming
wait a
on
sec,
the
let me
loose
sort
head
themselves
here.
out. Are you all sweet? Everyone all good? Okay, thank you.
Tremendous player.
Seconds in, please, tight.
Really integral to some of the excellent work that England did in that campaign.
Crouch! Bind! Set! Hold it! Bring it up. Okay, can I just have front rows a sec, please?
Good scrum though from
Okay,
Farnham.
front rows. Okay. Guildford, watch your timing. There's a little preempt there. White, make sure you take the hit. If you get the drive on, I need you to drive straight. Okay, let's go again. Keep it safe, girls. Here's a mark. I can't hear you, Ed, sorry.
Hard to believe it's late April. Absolutely
Okay, I'm just going to
freezing
focus
out
on
here.
front row at the minute, but if you could watch 10 and communicate to me on that, that would be brilliant. Thank you.
As you can tell by
Crouch!
the woolly hats of the coaching staff on the far side.
Bind!
The medical staff.
Set! Thank you. 9, stay back.
This time the ball gets away. Guildfordians attacking
Rip,
that seam in
play
the
on, she
defence, but then
ripped
it's ripped away from them by Farnham. Could there be something on the counter-attack here?
Backwards!
5-0 they lead.
Play on! Scrum
They
advantage!
just lose that one forward.
Still scrum advantage. Tackle and move.
Guildfordians, the 10-metre line. Cutting back once more against the grain. That's a good line and it makes good ground.
Advantage over.
Lucy Hart that was.
Tackle and move.
Volunteering for that carry. It's just lost forward. I'm not sure the pass was expected there.
Off the knee.
Emily
Thank
Veets
you.
has it. And the ball is back in Farnham hands. To the right-hand side they go.
It's fine, play on.
Guildfordians trying to get up in defence, but
Penalty advantage, high tackle.
going a bit too high as they do so. So Farnham once again playing with advantage. Larvin thumps it in behind. It's a tricky bounce. But a bounce into Guildfordians' hands, it means no advantage coming, so we go back for that penalty.
Watch the height of the tackle, please, ladies. No advantage from the kick.
Farnham, we're going to run it.
Sorry.
And why not? They've created a scenario here where they've got a couple of numbers on the outside. The drift is good in the end
Rock.
from Guildfordians.
Hands out. Wait.
Good carry from Ella Barker. A real try-scoring threat is Barker. Her and Mimi MacArthur off the bench are two to look out for from that point of view. All just lost forward though, so there'll be another scrum to the girls in green.
Scrum, Guildfordians ball. Don't know why I can't remember what you're called. Sorry.
Guildfordians, of course,
I forgot to
the
read it. Here's the mark.
Old Pupils Club of Royal Grammar School, Guildford.
Okay, ladies, you know the cadence. Watch the preempting of it.
Of course, have provided plenty of players to Quins over the years.
You're good. Second
Not
gen,
least
please.
of which, Jack Clifford, former England under-20s captain and capped a few times by England under Eddie Jones before injury sadly curtailed his Quins and England career.
9, stay back.
Picked up off the base by Sharp, and Freya Sharp carries into
Hands
heavy
out now.
traffic. There's a really good competition on the floor from Farnham. Watson has to work really hard to get that away. She is impressive, isn't she, Sophie Watson? See why she's been handed the captaincy, but the side were holding on there. Farnham go quickly. It's loose ball, but it's tidied up by Barrod.
Leave it,
His
Red,
father
leave
plays
it.
for Cranley.
Okay. No, it's fine. Captain, just captain a sec, wherever she's gone. Yeah, okay. Just too many, yeah? Okay, I need your players to move a bit quicker, young and fit. You can move out of there a little bit quicker. Yeah? Yeah? Okay, I haven't seen it, but I will look out for it. Do you know which position I'm looking at there?
Great.
No, it's right. Are we talking
Having a word with
time or
Sophie
everything?
Watson there.
I will keep an eye out for it, okay? Okay, yeah, just make
Trying to
sure you sort your
communicate that
tackles
message to her team. Meanwhile, Tegan Largan, or Larvin rather, wants to put boot to ball. Doesn't quite have the distance to make touch, but it has the distance to cause trouble. And Farnham flooding to that breakdown, but illegally so. Watson stabs into touch, but it's a penalty anyway.
I don't know yet. Are you going to touch? Probably.
Oof, what a tackle that was. Superb.
There you go.
7 minutes left to play in this first half.
There you go. Yeah, it's cool. Hold
Heading
that.
into this one, Guildford were regarded, Guildfordians I should say,
When you're ready,
were
please,
regarded
Mike.
as the favourites. But it's Farnham that lead, and Farnham really who have had the best chances and who've had most of the field position. Guildfordians have had plenty of possession. But Farnham have had the better openings, but then Ruby Winstanley decides now is the time to try and make a difference. The old sidestep comes through. Winstanley, she's gone 22 to 22. The England player showing her credentials, but then it's lost forward. And it'll be a Farnham scrum, but just a sign there of the sheer quality and power that Ruby Winstanley has. Just take another look at this. It's just the end of it as she gets up to the 22, but she'd gone a full 60 metres before that point. Farnham actually did really well, Larvin, the skipper, to come in on the blind side and make that tackle. But there we go. That's that England quality.
Straighten up, please.
Shining through just for a moment.
Bind! Set! Nicely back. Taken in.
Farnham look blind. They get the kick in, just half stopped by Hart, and then tidied up. Guess who?
Now leave it.
You don't even need me to say the name anymore.
It's fine, play on. Now leave it. Wait. Wait.
Natalie Gregory, by the way, is on at scrum half as Watson carries forward.
Hands out, White.
Gregory, of course, if you missed it earlier, refereed on Tuesday night. One of this posse of young match officials, rather.
What's your timing, please, at the rock?
Running touch and running the whistle in these Quins Cup games.
Tackle and move.
So she started on the bench to rest her legs, but she's on nice and early.
Tackle her away.
Showing us what she's all about from scrum half. There she is on the ball now. Gives it to her skipper, Watson. Gregory looked left and then looked right and then looked left again. Farnham rain the tackles in, but Guildfordians managed to move the ball away. Could there be an opening? Not quite. So Hart will take the direct route, presents the ball nicely to Gregory, who then moves it a little further to the left-hand side, and now they're into the 22.
Penalty advantage.
Ripped clear, but from the side.
Never release the ball inside entry.
By Abby Lawrence.
Back
Waden
10.
School.
Back 10. Yes,
It's a penalty.
QAR, please. Hold. Thank you.
See it again here. It's a good carry, but Lawrence just coming from the side there. Guildfordians are off quickly. Watson around the corner. Watson still going. Now she's held up, gets the offload away. Could this be the opening? Hancock. Oh, that's a great tackle on Hancock. She is so hard to put down, but it's the open side. Eva Presley,
Back feet. Back feet.
who comes in with the big shot to save her side.
Backwards.
And loose ball. These Guildfordians have to start again. They've done really well, though, to get back into the 22
Tackle
quickly.
away.
Gregory moves it away. That one was close to an intercept, but
Rock.
Winstanley, I think it was there to hold on to it, and it's lost forward. Farnham survive again.
It's a scrum.
Oh, they were having to work so hard in defence. You felt like the dam could
I was
burst.
happy you committed there, so you
But
couldn't pull
Farnham
yourself out.
survived.
Just be careful, yeah. 10 which team? Guildford, yeah?
From 1 to 15, Farnham
It's
really
their
are
score this
defending
side now,
hard.
yeah. But thank you. Here's the mark. We got just under 1 minute. Because I remembered we're 35, not 40, luckily
I
for
do
you.
apologise, by the way. It wasn't Winstanley that straightened that one up. There it
Crouch!
is. Georgina Kendall,
Bind!
Worthing College player.
Set! Get in there, please, second row.
It's a great clearing kick from Farnham. That kicking game of theirs really has been
got
the
this
difference
pretty much
actually in this
last
first half.
Yeah.
As we tick towards the final minute of play before the break.
Okay, step across, please. It's your ball. Step across. That's very honest of you, White.
The ability to get distance on the ball and get it in
How
behind
many, please, Guildford?
that Guildfordians
6.
defence has been crucial.
They've called 6, so you can have 6. The fact they've got 5 doesn't matter. You've called 6, you've only got 5, but you've told them 6. I am happy with the numbers, you called 6. Yep.
Farnham on the attack, and then they lose that forward. And that is half-time. Well, a really tight and tense first half. Topped and tailed by periods of Guildfordians' possession and strength. But from minute 10 to minute 20, 25, there or thereabouts, it was all about Farnham. That try from Phoebe Foskett, and then that control from Tegan Larvin. Just been fantastic. And we head in at the break. Guildfordians 0, Farnham 5. And here's another look at that try. A classic little sniping scrum half score. She didn't have far to go, but she made the distance. Half-time here at the Stoop in this girls under-18 Quins Cup showcase game. It's Guildfordians 0, Farnham 5.
second half about to get underway.
Teams back out for the second half. And what a second half we have to come. This game as tight as they can be. Guildfordians trail Farnham 5 points to 0. The Guildfordians to get us underway in their purple and green hoops. Farnham to receive the kickoff in their traditional black and white. 35 minutes to find a winner here at the Stoop in this under-18 girls Quins Cup showcase game.
Two away!
Chelsea Reed drives that one forward.
Side entry. Just watch where you're coming
Gets the
from.
penalty as well.
Hands out.
Guardians get the ball. Scrappy, but crucially in their control. And then a great kick. Bounces out just beyond halfway. And that's a good controlled start to the second half of Guildfordians, sort of start they needed.
Thanks.
But Farnham will have the line out and a chance to launch something.
5 calls.
It'll be interesting to see if there's any change in tactics. Farnham, obviously, in the first half, used the kick in behind to great effect. I'm sure Guildfordians would have spoken at half-time about covering that. So just keep an eye on that tactical battle, whether Farnham need to switch it up or whether they keep plying that same tactic. Marvin ships that one on, and now they get the offload game going. Big fend comes in from Ellie Hales. One of a number of players playing their final game in club colours tonight.
Scrum.
Or at least in under-18s club colours.
Hard lines there, girls. Here's the mark.
Natalie Gregory with ball in hand there.
Let's have tight scrums again, please,
feeding
girls.
this scrum.
Thanks.
Guildfordians. Now, if you missed it earlier, you might be able to notice that a number of the Guildfordians players have written their numbers on their legs to help us out.
9, get off that. 9.
Watson, the skipper, picks up off the base. Shrugs off one tackler, shrugs off 2, shrugs off 3. Oh, Sophie Watson. What a run. Offload just goes awry, though, into the hands of Chelsea Reed. So Farnham have the ball back. And they could have some numbers on that short side if they can work it through. In the end, they have to cut back against the drifting defence. And then Guildfordians earn the penalty. That's brilliant work on the floor from Freya Sharp.
Thank you.
Fantastic play from the number 8.
On your AR, on the AR, please.
And Clara Stevens will pump this one into the corner.
On scrum back.
But she just gets a bit too much on it.
Scrum here. Scrum here, girls. Who went dead in goal.
Well, she went for it. And all power to her for trying. It just goes a little bit long, so we'll have a Farnham scrum where the kick was taken.
Let's make sure you're bound in, please. Crouch! Bind! Set! Hold the drive.
Picked up by Isabella Newnes-Smith. She's a real talent, the Farnham number 8. Would you believe it? that only a couple of years ago she was playing as a scrum half. She
front
then moved to
19, get
inside
back.
centre and has started to find her home in the back row.
Play on, nothing.
Big old thump downfield. Caught well in the backfield, actually, because there were a couple of players there getting in each other's way slightly. But
happy with that,
Guildfordians have
Molly?
found a way through, and Lucy Hart works it forward. And there could be a bit of space on the right-hand side if they can move the ball into it. Just not quite on the same wavelength there.
Still scrum advantage. Back feet.
So Farnham with advantage. Unable to take advantage though, so we come back for the scrum.
Max here, thank you. You all right that side, Ed? Straighten up, please, girls. As you said, you're a bit wonky. Straighten up, please. 3 green. Crouch. Bind.
Foskett.
Set.
Brother Max. We were trying for Farnham under 23s at Twickenham on Sunday. And his sister starring for the under 18 girls here at the Twickenham Stoop.
Flat. Backwards.
Decent week for
No,
the family, you'd
knock
say.
Still knock on advantage.
Win Stanley. Thought about the pass, then goes straight, then delivers the
Advantage
offload. That's
over.
tidy play
Tackle and move.
from Ruby Winstanley. Receives it again on the blind side and shrugs off a couple of tacklers and gets
Backwards
another
player.
offload away. This one doesn't quite stick, so the ball is
Thank
loose,
you.
and we're going to
Time is
pause
up.
play because there's an injury.
Time's off.
On the
It will
floor.
be your scrum on the restart there. If you just pop the ball for me there. Thank you. Thank you, player. I don't
Guildfordians
think
just
there was anything. Did you see anything?
a little chat about how the first 5 or 6 minutes of this second half has gone.
Yep. Okay, yeah, I had a word with her before the one
Farnham
before that,
likewise
so I
just
will stay this side
talking
for the
through
next one. Thank you. Thanks, Ed.
how the plans are going.
Oh, everyone loves stuff.
A couple of embarrassed faces to be
Your
on
eyes?
camera. You've got to be careful when our roaming cameraman's about. He'll go anywhere.
Great running, by the way.
Really has been a tight game. All the pre-match chat
She's obviously not a Quins supporter.
about Guildfordians and the number of players they've got in their ranks playing a very, very high standard of rugby, and that
Okay. Do you want
this
to
could
keep
be
an
a
eye on
tough
her?
outing
Yeah,
for
thank you.
Farnham. Not a
Okay.
bit of it.
You ready? You all right? It's very red.
Unbelievably even contest.
Time on.
Both sides going full
Guildfordians
ball.
are in possession of the ball. It's going to be your scrum.
Looking very, very impressive.
Yeah, Guildford had the ball.
Still just the one score
Thank you,
so
number
far.
3 for calling that in.
That early
Appreciate
Phoebe
it, thank
Foskett
you.
side try, rather, in the first 10 minutes of the game. It's the difference between the two.
Ready, ladies? It's all right? Got everyone?
Everyone's back up on their feet.
Back rows, please.
They're ready to get back underway with the scrum.
Crouch! Bind! Set!
It's
Nice,
as
they
though
offer.
Hancock has moved from tight head to number 8. There indeed she is. Carries that one off the base. It was a good effort in the tackle from
Tackle
Eva
move!
Presley,
Wait, wait.
just to slow her up.
Scrum advantage.
And that ball's lost
Hard
forward
line,
by
still one
Guildfordians,
knock
so
on.
we'll come back for another scrum. It has been a bit of a scrappy start to this second half,
Max here,
hasn't it?
thank you. Okay, number 9, just stay off that 9, yeah? Sorry. 9, get off her. 9, stay back.
Farnham get the ball away from that scrum that was done. It's come under a bit of pressure, and that's lovely, lovely footwork. Maybe flew, I think it might
Tackle
be.
and move! Penalty
Dancing
advantage.
feet.
Still penalty advantage.
Sevens tournament with her school on Sunday,
Back it up.
and here at the Stoop on Thursday. Quite a week for her. Chelsea Reid.
Still penalty
Oh,
advantage.
she's been good, hasn't she? She's been really,
Hold the
really
mark
good.
For me if you remember where it is, please.
So too has Larven, as again she sticks the ball in behind. Hart is there to recover it. But then the ball is lost, and it's in the hands of Farnham down that left-hand side. What can they do with it?
Knock-on advantage. Back feet. Leave it, Red. Knock-on advantage.
Guildfordians did well to slow it down. Just get themselves reorganised, but Farnham's still in possession, and a big tackle comes in.
Hands out, Red. Still knock-on advantage.
Fend comes in, pass is good as well. Honor Brown, she's met well. Tackling from Guildfordians, absolutely
Advantage over.
outstanding at the moment. Farnham just a little bit flat in attack,
Hands
could
out.
do with a bit more depth
Show
on
the
it.
knees. Show the knees. She's out. She's out. I'm happy with that.
Now they get some go forward. Bosket to Larven, who then flings it out to that far side, and I think it's Freya
Backwards.
Clifford out there. Again though, the tackle's just raining in from Guildfordians. Oh, this is just defence of the highest order, and it's
Going
forced
forward,
the knock-on,
Guildfordians' ball was also knocked on in the breakdown Guildfordians scrum.
and they'll have the scrum. Well, that is how to defend. Guildfordians
Their scrum.
putting in an
Ladies, just remember
absolute
when your
shift
knees are on
there.
the ground, that's a tackle. Yeah, let go of it. And the player. Here's a mark. Can't get my words out. Blow my neck. Here's the mark. Yeah. 2 seconds. Just
Monstrous defence.
what's the word I'm looking for? A lace. Thank you. Yes. Okay, I will keep an eye. Yes, okay, keep an eye on that. Okay, ladies, on this next scrum, let's get level and on set, just make sure we're driving straight and not up, yeah? Happy with that? Thank you, all good? Thank you.
Big scrum this.
Crouch!
Chance to watch
5.
two of the best go at it here. Ella Barker
Set!
and Ruby Winstanley.
9, get out.
Barker gets the nudge on, but
Take it in.
Winstanley holds firm. Guildfordians get the ball away, and they just have a little dabble down this blind
Straight out,
side.
it's taken back in.
Kick goes straight out though. Will come all the way back.
Thank you. Subs. Time off. We're just making some subs, I think. Yeah, have they made them? Time on. Kick straight out.
The
Do you
change is
understand it was
being made.
taken back in then and kicked
Unfortunately,
straight
means
out?
Chelsea
So
Reid
if you take it back in, just watch
going
the
off.
kick,
She
yeah?
has been absolutely outstanding for Farnham this
Hang on,
evening.
wait a sec. Are you still happy? Are you still happy?
Carried and carried and carried
again?
again.
Okay, wait. Time off. Time off.
Still the changes continue.
Hang on, they're just making a sub.
A couple of players reluctant to get the tracksuit off too quickly. I can't say I blame them. It is cold
Thank
and it is
you.
wet tonight.
Time on. Hold that gap, please. Okay, let's bring it down. Let's get the ball in a bit quicker. Watch the timings of the jumps,
minute.
please. Yep.
Go again here.
Hold that gap.
Well, that fluorescent ball sticks out, doesn't it? Farnham just about
Backwards.
tidy up that line out. Not quite the ball they were looking for, but it's ball that is on their side, and that's what counts. in a game as tight as this.
Went forward there.
Just gone
Scrum.
forward. It'll be a Guildfordian scrum.
Guildford.
It has been scrappy. I think we've
Guildfordians.
reached that point in the evening where not only
Here's a mark.
has the rain been coming down,
Okay, thank you.
we've also hit the dew point as well. And it is making handling pretty tricky out there as this game gets older and older.
Thank you. Okay, scrum like that last one, please, ladies. Crouch!
Good news for the one-man fan club up here. Chelsea Reed's back on.
Bind! Set!
Freya Sharp breaks down the blind side of that scrum.
No 7!
Great
Penalty
running from her.
advantage.
Penalty advantage to Guildfordians, who
it's
then
all right. Number 7, side entry. Side entry.
pretty much
That's
refused
fine,
to play on.
Natalie, thank you. Number 7, side entry.
Natalie Gregory. Well, I tell you what, you wouldn't be surprised to know that she's a scrum half. Instructing the Farnham
go,
players
please,
as to exactly
Guildfordians.
what they need to be doing.
Yep, let's go.
Not only is she a scrum half, she's a referee as well. You don't need to bother with the qualification when you're a scrum half, do you? You just get to referee games anyway.
Penalty advantage.
That's what they've all always told me anyway.
Penalty advantage.
Absolutely brilliant to see so many young players from both these sides going through that YMO programme.
Mark's there.
Gregory wants to go quickly. And does. Gives it to her captain, Sophie Watson. Watson
From the back, please.
hasn't had as
6.
much chance to show us what she can do in the second half. Utterly dominant in the first half.
Hands out wide. Wait.
And another example there of her carrying work. And her team are right on the front foot now. They move to the blind side when Stanley gets her arms free. Hands it on to Watson, who then hands it on again.
Hands out wide.
Bit of momentum here for Guildfordians. Into the 22 they go. First big chance of the half this. Hart moves it out one further. Could be a bit of space here. Tackles come in
Scrum advantage.
from Farnham as they have all
Right,
game.
Great break. Fortunately not
But it's
gone on the
another
tackle.
penalty. No, it's not. That's nonsense from me.
Anything from you,
It's a
Molly?
knock on. Oh, I saw the hand go up for the penalty, but it was a knock on.
Scrum. White ball. You know how your shoelaces keep going? It's my bloody socks. It's a mark.
But a first glimpse in this second half of the attacking potential
Thanks,
of
ladies.
Guildfordians, but once
Thanks,
again,
Molly, you good that
the Farnham
side?
defence equal to it. Serious game on our hands here.
Straighten up, please, number 3. Red, pink, whatever. Crouch. Bind. Set. Get off her, please, 9.
Good scrum that from Farnham. Once again, they put boot to ball. Where's this one going to land? Lands on a Farnham boot. Has to be tidied up
It's fine.
by
Play on.
Paige Thomas, who did a really good job just to stop that ball coming through. It's ended up in Farnham hands
Knock on advantage.
and then back in Guildfordians' hands.
Tackle and move.
But it really
Penalty
was a crucial
advantage.
intervention from Thomas. Otherwise, Farnham could have been going the length there. And then that one's lost.
Ladies, that's
think we're
3
gonna come back for a
penalties on the
penalty.
run.
We are indeed.
Watch your offside and watch your breakdown, please.
Farnham were offside. Clara Stevens is going to go to the corner. No, she's not. They've changed their mind. They give it instead to Iona Hancock, the vice captain.
Back round 8 weight.
Well, how about that? Eva Presley, really quietly, has had a very impressive game on the open side flank.
Hands out
Made
wide.
some really important tackles, brave tackles as well. Unsurprisingly, her father's an ex-Marine. Bravery runs in the family, but Guildfordians are
Penalty
running away here.
advantage.
almost up to the 5 metre line. Watson takes over. Watson is going to get across the line. Well, if anyone's deserved to score, it's her. And Sophie Watson, the Guildfordians captain, gets their first points of the game.
Yeah, we've had just under 18.
Levels the game up at 5 points
okay,
apiece.
Penalty advantage for it. It's just that I thought you probably wanted to score. Yeah. You guys? Can we have a tea? Tea?
Well, they just had a few minutes of pressure, hadn't they, Guildfordians? And they made it count there.
Thank you, coach.
Just a slight delay while they try and find the tee. Hopefully,
Anything from you
it
two?
doesn't put too much pressure on the kick with regard to the shot clock.
Molly, anything from you two? I can't hear you. Hang on. Oh, hang on. You weren't in my ear properly. No wonder I couldn't hear it.
Lara Stevens stands over it.
Okay. If I've been ignoring you for the last 10 minutes.
The final game.
Sorry.
As an under 18.
You were quite quiet.
This difficult kick. Give her side the lead. It's a good strike. It's a very good strike. Clara Stevens puts Guildfordians into the lead. And with 15 minutes left to go, her side are in front for the very first time. It was the two flankers that combined. Watson to King. King off the floor to Watson. And Watson with enough power and strength to drag a couple of defenders over the line and get the try. And with 15 minutes left to go, Guildfordians lead Farnham 7 points to 5.
Yep, time on.
Farnham taking their time over the restart. They'll want to get a move on. They'll need to get back in front.
Yep, thank you.
And this 15 minutes will fly by, let me tell you. Long clearing kick from Guildfordians is tidied up in the backfield by Larvin, the Farnham skipper.
Wait. Backwards. Backwards.
Yoon Smith
Penalty advantage, high
carries
tackle.
for Farnham, and a high tackle on her means they have penalty advantage. Larvin kicks the ball away. Goes into Guildfordians' hands, so we'll come back for the penalty.
High tackle, nothing came.
10-metre line there.
Hang on a second, I've just been asked to hold. Sorry, what you're saying, Ed? Okay, Guildford apparently have only got 14 players. Yeah, you're right.
Referee just counting up the Guildfordians players, just making sure that after all the substitutions, we've got the right number of people on the field.
Yeah.
We've decided that we do. So Phoebe Foskett will restart things with a penalty here. Just takes a tap.
Hold on.
Marvin then thumps it downfield. And the only question I've got with that,
Thanks, Molly.
after what is an excellent kick, is why they didn't do that straight from the kick. This now means it's Guildfordians
I'm going back,
ball
Molly.
at the line out. Whereas if they'd gone straight from the penalty, it would have been their own.
Let's go, please, Guildfordians.
Either way.
Let's go.
Another excellent kick. Tegan Larvin really has been superb with the boot. Oh, no,
Knock
it's
on,
nearly
wait,
stolen by
knock on
Farnham.
Guildford ball.
Very, very nearly. Guardians do
Okay,
well
thank you.
to grab a
Knock on
hold of it,
advantage.
and then Hancock goes charging forwards, as is her want, and then it's that back row combination. Watson followed by King.
Advantage over.
Scarlett King, the Surrey under-18s player, having a good game on the blind side.
I'm sorry, I've had a head injury called in.
Going to come back for the penalty.
Okay, I'm sorry, girls. I know that's really annoying when that happens to you. It is going to be your scrum. Yeah, it's just that I got called a head injury and I've got to stop. Yeah. So the mark is going to be here. No, it's all right. I would rather you called it in if someone is clutching their head. Thank you.
Having a chat about what they're going to do.
Ed, she just kicked that ball
Themselves
forward,
back in
didn't she?
front while we have a bit of a delay for injury.
Yeah.
Crowd on the far side are enjoying themselves.
Good try, but no.
Including some of the younger members.
Yeah. We've got just over 13 minutes. Yeah, no, I'm all good. I'm all good.
Luna
There's nothing to
Hancock
worry
took
about.
a
You're
whack,
absolutely
but she's
spot
back on her
Are you
feet.
all right, mate? Yeah.
I suspect it's going to take some
no
doing
trouble, there's
to
no rush.
force her off the field. It doesn't strike me as one that will leave unless she absolutely has to.
She's coming on now. It will be a scrum to them. They had possession. Okay, girls, just while we've got a bit of while we're
She's
waiting.
been the
Obviously, we've
force
had a
of
couple
nature
of
that she's
incidents where
been,
we've just had a couple of repeated
particularly
penalties.
with the ball in
Obviously,
hand.
the
But it does
breakdown
look
when
as
they
though
got
she
past
is going to the
Claire,
touchline. It
kind of slowing down
was a
the ball.
painful one that she took.
Thank you. We're just going to wait for her to go off. And ladies, for those
She
of you who
makes
want
her
to
way
know,
off.
we've got about 13
No, staying on the field, prepare themselves for the scrum and applaud it.
Time on. Sorry, I actually haven't given you one. Here's the mark. Yep. Yep. Yeah. Crouch! Bind! Set! 9, get off there. Out the tunnel.
Ball
Let's go
pops
again.
out the side. We'll go again.
Let's go again, please, girls. Let's go. Let's go.
Straight out the top.
Crouch! Bind! Set! 9, get off there, please.
And once again, off the base of the scrum goes Sharp, and she gets the ball away now. Stabbed through by Stevens.
She
Just
committed,
dribbles out
timing
into
was
touch,
fine.
but it's
No.
solid bit of territory gain for Guildfordians, and at this stage in the game, that's all they need
Thank you, Ed.
with this
Here's the
2-point
mark.
lead.
Let's go. Hold that 10, please, Guildford. Give a gap. Let's go. Yep.
Ball ends up in Farnham hands, unconventionally, but it gets there. We're going to have an explore on this open side. There could be a bit of space there. Good tackle comes in from Guildfordians. Then brilliant work on the floor means it's a turnover and a chance for them to try and burst down this left-hand side. Oh, this could be very special from Guildfordians. Out of absolutely nowhere, they get their second try. Summer Beach gets the score. A stunning solo effort down the left-hand side. He's had 3 brothers that all played for Farnham. And here she is, showing them how it's done at the home of Harlequins with an absolutely brilliant solo effort. Clara Stevens will look to add the extras. What a 10 minutes this has been for Guildfordians. 5-0 down, as they have been It's the opening 10 minutes. As that just comes off the upright. That is so unlucky for Stevens. But they now lead 12-5 with 10 minutes left to go. A brilliant turnaround from Guildfordians. And just look at this again. It was brilliant work on the floor there. A wonderful turnover. And then Summer Beach, 1 tackler, 2 tacklers, 3 tacklers, simply shrugged off. And then the pace to get away for the finish as well.
That's fine.
That is brilliant.
Tackle her away.
And with less than 10 minutes to go,
Thank you.
Guildfordians have the upper hand here, and when Stanley gets on the front foot and gets the offload away, oh, this could be brilliant. This could be absolutely brilliant. Clara Stevens races home. Well, she won't be thinking about that conversion going off the upright now. What a moment.
Anything from you two? Not that I can hear you very well. You're good.
I should apologise. Having sung the praise of Summer Beach, who is excellent, it was Amy Henwood that scored the try previously for Guildfordians. Amy Henwood, the England under-18s player, playing very much like an England under-18 with that outstanding break down the right-hand side. I tell you what, Amy, if you get in touch, I'll do you a fresh bit of commentary that actually gets your name right. Apologies, Amy Henwood and Guildfordians. Conversion from Stevens to her own try. And I'll tell you who is not apologising. It is Guildfordians. This has been an absolutely brilliant turnaround in the last 10 minutes or so from them. Outstanding there from Winstanley. And then on the support line, Clara Stevens is there to race away and finish. And in quick succession, Sophie Watson, Amy Henwood,
Use your feet.
and Clara Stevens.
No, you've kind of sealed it off.
With 3 tries for Guildfordians that have completely changed this game of rugby.
Gone past the ball, sealed it off, prevented the ruck.
Well, how about that finish from Amy Henwood? 3 defenders beaten down that left wing to score that second try. And it really does seem as though it's completely changed the nature of this game.
Get back up, White!
That kicking behind
No,
from
White!
Larvin could cause some problems. Farnham
It's fine.
trying to fly through. It's loose ball. It's bouncing around all over the place. Eventually tidied up. But behind their own line, is that a kick through? Goodness me, that is one way to exit from behind your own posts. That's absolute chaos at the moment.
Always inside. Use your feet. Okay, we've just got a bit of a mess there. White going forward, scrum ball.
And the chaos just comes down a notch as we settle for a scrum
Ladies,
to Farnham.
when the ball is just there, don't dive on it, keep rocking over it, yeah? Same for you girls. A couple of times we're getting the ball, it's kind of just there. Make sure you're driving across and through, not just landing on top of it. White, we're going forward, we'll go white scrum. Here's the mark. Yeah, 5, just over 5. It's all right, no worries. Thanks, ladies. Seconds in. Straighten up, please, number 3. Number 3, straighten up. Crouch! Bind! Set! Get off her, please, 9.
Ian Smith gets it away. And Foskett moves it wider.
Wait now, nine.
Marvin
Oh, no.
kicks in behind again. Where's this one going to end up? It ends up in Guildfordians' hands. That's really calmly tidied up, and then Stevens puts boot to ball, and that one just runs out into touch, and it's a tidy exit from
I'm
Guildfordians.
too old to duck, you know.
And with under 5 minutes left to play,
It's my fault.
and
I
a
was in the way of it.
14-point difference between the
Thank
two
you,
sides,
I'm going to go back, Molly.
Farnham
Yeah.
could do with something
Wait a sec, there's
happening
your mark.
off this line out. Marsh.
More. Keep back foot, keep back foot.
Set them all
Don't
up.
pull
First
it
time
down,
we've really seen this all come together. I'll
Keep
tell you what,
driving
it's
it.
working nicely, edging forward. The Guildfordians just managed to halt
Tackle
it,
her
so
away. No
Farnham break
hands.
around to the left-hand side. Sophie
Side
Watson
entry.
makes a right
watch
old
the
mess of it
position,
for
please,
them, but a
Guildford.
penalty
Back 10.
to Farnham. We go quickly through Neen Smith. Good take from Veets, and Veets
Release!
is still going. Now she's eventually hauled down. Farnham attacking down the blind side.
Tackler. Thank you.
The ball is lost forward.
Scrum advantage, Green.
It's the hands of King. Been superb in the second half, particularly.
Advantage over.
Thump forward. Sits up, the chase is on. Oh, where's this going to land? In the hands of Guildfordians is where
Tackle her away.
Madeline
Well
Marsh,
done.
I think, that caught up with the play there, and still Guildfordians go on.
Rock.
Watson
5 away.
drives on. Gregory, the scrum half, just slows the pace a touch. And they fling it wide, not to anyone in particular, but it's tidied up. And there's a bit of space to run into here.
Sorry.
So that's exactly what they do. Oh,
fine,
what a counter
play on.
ruck that is.
Tackle her away.
Oh, how about that? From the scrum half as well, Phoebe Foskett.
Wait. Isolated player. Noted man on the feet, player on the feet.
But then holding on the floor
Yep.
means a penalty for Guildfordians. 2 minutes left to play, but they're still keen to get a move on with Stanley. Thought about the pass and then goes, you know what, I'm going to go straight forward, and why
Tackle her
not?
away.
Makes 15 metres. Gregory. Out to King. King still going, King. Gets the offload away as well. Oh, and then another offload. Oh, this is champagne stuff now from Guildfordians. Into the 22 and then driven into touch.
Thank you,
That's a
Ed.
really good bit of cover
Alright.
defence from Farnham out there on the far side.
Thanks, Ed. Wait, line out. Thank you. Wait a sec. Just let them get themselves sorted.
90 seconds left to go. Farnham need
yeah.
2 scores,
Forward.
and they've got to go the length of the field for the first one.
Hold that, please. You're fine. Penalty advantage. High tackle.
High
Back
tackle.
10.
There'll be a penalty
Just
to
watch the
Farnham,
height, please, girls.
in which they go quickly, as they need to. There might be a bit of space. They can move the ball to it. Offload game is good. And they find another. Yes, they can.
Backwards.
And it just goes out of hand, but there's still a little bit of space for them to work into. And that's great running there from Freya Clifford, who's then met by a thumping tackle
Wait,
from Lucy
what
Hart.
have you got, Molly, time-wise? No, time-wise, what have you got? Okay, I think we've got about last play, I think.
Referee takes a long, hard look at the watch.
Ed, I've got this as last play.
We
do you
will
agree?
have time for another play, but
No, I
perhaps
can
not
hear you.
much more than that.
Yeah, thank you. I don't know why I can't hear him.
20 seconds
Yeah,
left
will
by
be,
our
yeah.
clock. As Madeline Marsh
Yeah, you're all
prepares
good. Hold
to
that.
take this line out. Another glance at the watch.
Backwards.
Farnham steal it. Can they scamper away for a score?
Hands out,
It's a good start from Emily Viets up to the 10-meter line.
It's fine, play on, that's in the tackle.
But then it's stolen by Guildfordians. Gregory has it at the base. It's a difficult ball, but she gets it away. Winstanley still looking to offload. Well, they don't want to stop playing, Guildfordians. Now Stevens goes, you know what, let's just get rid of this. Let's get that downfield. Stays infield, though. So still, Farnham can counter. Quick boot to ball. And then Guildfordians finally thump it off the field, and that could be that. It is indeed. Guildfordians will lift the trophy from 5-0 down. At half-time, they turn this game around with 3 tries, 3 superb tries. First through the skipper, Sophie Watson, then through the superb Amy Henwood with an absolutely stunning finish. And then Clara Stevens with the finishing touches to give Guildfordians the victory, 19 points to 5. We're going to run through some of the highlights while I get myself down there to get some reaction live from some of those players. Well, as I make my way out on field, I can tell you, out in the open, away from the luxury of my commentary position, it is absolutely hammering it down out here. As we make our way up to go and chat to some of the players. Guildfordians have got a plan here. I can see them forming up for some sort of photo in front of the camera. It looks as though we've got a ritual of some kind upcoming. Guildfordians celebrating for all to see. Clearly proud of their efforts this evening, and why not? And once they get it done, we're going to try and grab a word with the skipper, Sophie Watson. Now we've got a touch judge who's decided to take the photo. Well, I'll tell you what, Guildfordians looking happy with their lot here tonight. Well, I'll tell you what, there's the joy in rugby. Well, they don't want to talk to us yet, but they're looking very happy with their lot. They're quite right too. Well, I'll tell you what, while they do that, I'm going to go and talk to one of the Farnham players. So we're going to come over here and chat to one of them. Chelsea Reid.
Hi.
fantastic performance out there. You guys, I know coming into this, you guys knew that this Guildfordian side were absolutely fantastic, and they showed that as the second half went on, but it was a terrific performance from you girls. You must be really proud of that.
I am really proud of my girls, and it's sad because it's our last match together. I'm gonna cry, but yeah, I couldn't be more proud of my girls.
You were all outstanding, absolutely outstanding. And tell me, when you girls got over the line early on in the first half, I saw some huge celebrations. Tell me about that moment. Yeah, try here at the Stoop for who was it that got the try? Was it Phoebe at scrum half?
Well, she's done amazing all season. I think to get that one off, it's just the cherry on top of the cake. Yeah, I think it's been a great season so far. Playing here at the end's just a great thing to do to round it all off.
And tell me, the experience of playing at the Stoop, worth every moment?
Oh, 100%. I wouldn't miss it for the world. It's been amazing, and we're really thankful for you guys having us.
Oh, hey, nothing to do with us. We're just here happy to be able to reflect what you girls have done on pitch. Go and enjoy yourselves. We're going to go and chat some of the Guildfordians players. Let's see if we can grab a word with Sophie Watson, the skipper. I'm gonna just, they've got something going on, but we're gonna have a chat with Sophie Watson. Sophie, let's get you in front of the crowd here. So let's turn around and show off. Sophie, tremendous performance from the girls, and obviously half-time, you're probably feeling a bit under the cosh, 5-0 down, but that second half performance, exactly what you were looking for.
Yeah, 100%. I think everything that we did in the first half was paying off. I mean, you saw they got tired and we just kept going because we'd worked so hard in the first half. We knew what we wanted, we knew what we came here for, and we worked hard to get it because I don't think the first half was what we wanted. We came here knowing what we wanted, and we got it in the second half and we delivered, and I'm so proud of our girls for that.
And a try for you at the Stoop, that's got to feel pretty good.
Yeah, it was amazing. Best experience.
And I'm going to need you to pass on my apologies, by the way, to Amy Henwood, who scored an absolute cracker down the left-hand side, and then I gave her the wrong name. Could you believe it? Can you believe it? Her crowning moment has gone, but what a fantastic score that was.
Henwood, everyone, she's brilliant. Amy Henwood.
Next Gen, big up Next Gen.
Well, I'll tell you what, Ruby, you come over here as well. You've had some big moments. You've been away at the Six Nations earlier on in the season and had some great moments there. But tell me what it means to wear a Guildfordian shirt out here on the Stoop with your friends.
Oh, it means a lot, honestly. Like, this is like my family. I've literally grown up. I wouldn't have got in England if it wasn't for Guildfordians. They're incredible. Coach is absolutely incredible. It's literally a family, so glad to be here.
And tell me a little bit about these teammates. You know, the character they showed to come back from what was a pretty tough 5-0 deficit at half-time. 3 tries in that 10-minute period in the second half, just superb.
Yeah, I mean, it's incredible. Like, we had our chats coming out here, and I think going back into the changing room, like, we're at the Stoop. This is first time, like, I've been here at the Stoop, so it's like we've got a lot to show, and like, I mean, the score showed it tonight, so incredible.
Certainly did. Right, I don't want you to miss out on getting the trophy, so you go and get that, and we'll go and wander along and get some shots of it. Ruby Winstanley there, giving us a bit of the American flavour, eh? Right down the camera lens. That's what we like to see, isn't it? Stephen A. Smith, he'll tell you all about that. I'll tell you what, how well does Sophie Watson speak? You can see exactly why she's been given that leadership role as an under-17. As we make our way up here towards the presentation area, the referees have just received their photo, and now Farnham are going to come along and get their runners-up medals. Superb effort from Farnham this evening. You never want to make too much of a thing of a side coming in as underdogs, but Farnham really did show us everything that they're about for such a long period in that game. It was just that eventually that quality from Guildfordians shone through with those 3 tries in the second half. Temperature really has dropped out here on the Stoop. As Farnham come through and collect their medals. Superb performances from a number of players. Tegan Larvin in particular was outstanding. The word also for Eva Presley, the open side for Farnham. Absolutely outstanding. Isabella Newton-Smith as well at number 8. Showed us some huge moments. And as the last few Farnham players receive their runners-up medals, after that outstanding display, Guildfordians prepare themselves to come across to receive their winners' medals. And it's good to see that Iona Hancock, despite a nasty injury, has made her way to the front of the queue, ably supported by a couple of teammates. As Guildfordians get the big shout out, and I'll tell you what, the crowd around us has come out here to give them a huge cheer to receive their medals. And in fact, as they receive them, I'm going to dive into the crowd and see if I can get a word from some of these fantastic supporters who I can hear cheering. I'm going to absolutely doorstep them here. We'll see if we get anything back.
Oh my God.
Who are you here supporting?
I'm Evie Bennett. Guildfordians. Guildfordians, sorry. Evie's my little sister.
Oh, well, tell me about how proud you are to see her out here at the Stoop tonight.
So proud. She's quite a little shy girl, so to have her out here is huge. Yeah.
And she played fantastically well as well. Tell me what you guys were all thinking at half-time, 5-0 down, and then as you see them burst through in the second half, 3 quick tries. Absolutely incredible.
Yeah, our hearts were racing. It was so exciting, but they got the confidence, yeah, and they won. It was amazing, amazing.
They were hungry. Once they got that first try, they were hungry for more.
They have some really, really strong players, and they deserve that 100%.
They certainly do. Well, listen, thank you for talking to me. We're going to see if we can go and grab a couple more of them out there. Evie Bennett's family there came off the bench in her Chobham shorts and gave us a fantastic performance. Guildfordians gathering together, collecting their medals. The final few players here, Ruby Winstanley, who we spoke to earlier, and Sophie Watson, the captain, who put in one of the most superb displays you could hope to see as she comes along with the trophy. Guildfordians with the celebration here in the final game of the week here at the Stoop in the Quins Cup. Guildfordians, the victors. And as they raise it above their heads and head off into the night to celebrate, so we here will start to head off into the night. A fantastic evening to round off what has been the most incredible week of finals here at the home of Harlequins, the Stoop. From Monday right through to this Thursday evening, we've had finals, and they've all been absolutely superb. We've been lucky enough to be here to bring them to you live the last 2 evenings, and what a way to finish. Guildfordians coming from 5-0 down against Farnham to win 19 points to 5. They have been truly exceptional from start to finish this season, but they had to dig deep for this one. What an incredible evening here at the Stoop. Thank you to all of you for watching. And do make sure you tune in over the weekend. We've got some great games coming up for you, including an international game, England Deaf taking on Wales Deaf on Sunday. So do join us for that one. It's been a superb, superb evening here at the Stoop. Congratulations to Guildfordians. Commiserations to Farnham, who gave it everything. We'll see you soon.